Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Since we are all here, let's get started. It's my pleasure to warmly welcome Encik Muhammad Taufik bin Hidayat to our meeting. He is from the Department of Social Welfare Malaysia. We are here today to discuss on method to help child abuse as mentioned in the notice of meeting. To start off, I would like to go through the minutes of meeting of our last meeting, which was held on 3rd March 2014. Alright, there were no absentees and that looks good. So the agenda is separating the seats for women and children for all public transport. We have proposed this project to the Department of Social Welfare Malaysia and they agreed to collaborate with Ministry of Transport to run this project.
Sorry to interrupt, Madam Chairman. I feel there is error with the total company that are involved in this project. Actually, there are 33 companies of public transport that we have discussed before.
I agree. From the previous meeting, Transnational Sdn Bhd, KLIA Express and Rapid KL were on the list.
Miss Maria, can you take note on that?
Alright, no problem.
Thank you, Mr. and Miss Ain for highlighting the error. If there are no more amendments, will someone move that minutes of the last meeting be accepted?
I propose that the minutes be accepted.
I second the motion.
Okay, I confirm the minutes of the last meeting. Right, let's move on to the next item on the agenda. Child abuse issues are keep alarming day by day. We must stand up and do something about this. I want all of us today share thoughts on how we can help the child abuse victims. We start with Miss Amira. Do you have any idea?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. For your information, we have raised 450k of fund to help the child abuse victims. Besides allocating all the money from the fund, we have some volunteers to be sponsored this project. My idea is to build a center for the child abuse victims. In the case of location, I suggest the center to be built in Prison 8, Putrajaya, since the area is the most logic and perfect place to build this center. Not only that, the location of the center is just a few blocks from the Department of Social Welfare Malaysia, Police Head Department of Putrajaya and Putrajaya Government Hospital, which all of the organisation that I have mentioned will be collaborating with us in this project. The purpose of the center is to assemble the victims, give counselling to them, lift up their spirit and to heal their traumatized so that they can continue their life like the other normal children after they had recovered. The center will be the second home for the child abuse victims since they have to stay for at least 1 week to recover or more according to their case.
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with you. From the fund we have raised, I don't think that we can afford to build a center anywhere. Besides that, I don't think Putrajaya is a suitable place to build the center because, as we know, the living cost in Putrajaya is high. Furthermore, we can't afford the expensive land prices there and we couldn't even support the cost of daily life of every single victims. And therefore, I suggest that we make awareness campaigns about child abuse for teenagers and adults around the country using the fund that we have raised. The objective of the campaign is to make society realize and to alarm them about the rising of child abuse cases, hence the effect of it to our generation. In this case, we can motivate people to love child and directly we can prevent child abuse to happen. I guarantee that the statistic of child abuse will be decreased from time to time if people have this conscious. In other words, we better prevent than cure. Instead of use all the money to build a center, we better spend it wisely to do this campaign for a long time being.
I'm sorry, I'm not quite clear about how we will run the campaign. Could you please explain in details about it?
Oh, sorry, I'm probably not making myself clear. What I mean is, we will run this campaign in all universities, government and non-government offices, and also school. Other than giving a talk, we could also deliver the point of prevent the child abuse by doing flash mob and exhibition. And as we know, literally, Malaysians are not affected by the campaign. So here we came out with the new idea for the campaign, as I think it will give impact to the society.
Frankly speaking, I think that the plan to build the centre is more worth. This is because the money will be spent fully to the victims instead of spending the money to the communities for the campaign. What I mean is, if we run the campaigns, we have to spend more money on advertising and promoting. We can make them realize, but it is their choice to do it or not. The probability of the crime is still exists. The victims will remain exist even though we run the campaign. So I strongly agree that build up a centre is more beneficial as I think the centre can help the victims to grow up in a safe and nurturing home environment. This project might work with parents to create healthier environment for children, ultimately building stronger families. By providing families with the tools and education they need to build nurturing homes, we can breaking the generational cycle of abuse. One child at a time, one family at a time, we can create a stronger families and healthier communities.
So, if there are no more objections, I proceed to the conclusion that we might have agreed with the project to build the centre for child abuse victims. Is there anything else? I suggest we go around the table. Miss Abel, do you have anything to add on?
No, madam.
Miss T?
No.
Miss Ain?
No?
Miss Maria?
No.
Okay, if there's no anything else, we shall end here. That's all for today. Thank you. See you at the next meeting.